Welcome back, everybody, to the NCAA Football 06 Montana State Bobcat Dynasty. Today, we got the offseason jumping into year 4, and we're going to be missing a lot of our key players now as they're going to be moving on beyond college football. We're losing some of the last of the real-life players of the Montana State Bobcats, including our best player, Troy Anderson. He's not the highest overall, but he is so versatile. We are going to miss him a lot. Probably going to have to change the way we approach our offense now, and even our defense a little bit, as he did play a little bit of defense for us, played some linebacker. He only got 1 sack. I really wanted him to get an interception for us, but he never did. But yeah, we're going to be missing some guys. Let's jump into this offseason here. Something I forgot to show in the last video in our bowl game that we unfortunately lost to Boston College was the other Big Sky Conference team that got to a bowl game. That is Idaho once again. They lost to Houston 30-20. School budgets. All right. I don't know. I think I like it the way that we are right now. Man, I wish I could just put more to all of them. Obviously, I can't. I think the discipline is definitely important. I learned that after the first season when we got our prohibition. We're finally over that now, so hopefully we can get a ton more freshmen and whatnot, a ton more commits and all that good stuff, and the training. I'll just leave this where it all is right now for the school budgets. All right, looking at the players who are moving on. Isaiah Afonso, an 88 overall. He's leaving because of graduation. He only had one 1,000-yard season, but he had 2 seasons over 900 rushing yards and 9 rushing touchdowns. He was good for us. Time for Deshaun Ralph to take over at running back, though. We're going to miss Afonso. And someone else is going to be leaving is Troy Anderson. He was going to leave last season to go to the NFL. He declared for the draft. And now this season, he's just graduating. So maybe that was bad for him that we talked him into coming back and he's not going to the draft. I kind of was hoping that he would. Because he didn't have a bad season looking at his rushing numbers, but then looking at his passing numbers. He had 2 seasons with more interceptions than touchdowns. He never broke 2,000 passing yards. That's because he was obviously a running back who played at quarterback for us. But we're definitely going to miss him. Damian Washington is also going to be moving on. He had a couple pick sixes for us. He had 2 picks in the first season, then 1, and then 3 this past year, as well as a sack. Zach Redd, our center, is going to be moving on. Jared Padmos, who's ever going to forget those kicks against Sacramento State this past year? My goodness, he did a great job stepping in. We're going to have to get ourselves a good punter. Tyree Gibson's also going to be moving on, so we're going to be missing 2 of our top 3 cornerbacks now. Ryan Davis is also moving on. Did he even have a catch for us? Oh, he had a few for us, but I haven't used my tight ends very good outside of when I lined up Troy Anderson at tight end so far throughout this series. Williams is going to be moving on. He had 4 sacks for us throughout this series. Jake Sessions is going to be moving on. Just a 56 overall, but he was second team Big Sky for us. And then finally at cornerback, Elijah King, who had a couple tackles and deflected passes, and that was about it for us throughout this series. All right, looking at the recruiting process, it actually looks like there's a few players here who have not yet committed, so I don't know if they're going to come here. Maybe they all seem very interested in us. My favorite one of these guys who have not yet committed is Grant Webb, a middle linebacker here. We are on top of his list, and our rival Montana is right there in second place. Hopefully we can get him. There's this quarterback here that wasn't really interested in us, but it looks like he might be a little bit. This cornerback and this tight end. I guess those guys haven't committed for whatever reason, but here's some of the guys who have. Brandon Ontario, 4-star running back. He was interested in coming to MSU from the very start. He runs a 4.37, a good potential, good discipline. I was thinking that Deshaun Ralph was going to be the starting running back in year 4, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case anymore, as this guy looks like he is pretty good. We also obviously got Michael Ryan in the in-season recruiting, as well as Kevin Green. We did kind of go after this running back a little bit. We had a lot of running backs that were interested in us. This guy ended up going to UCLA. We really need a strong safety because our best ones are in the 50s. That's probably our biggest hole on the team, that and probably center. Unfortunately, we got neither of those positions. We went after a couple strong safeties. Neither came here. We went after a center, a couple of them there. Neither came here. There's this fullback that we kind of tried to get a little bit. He was interested in us. He ends up going to Wyoming. Scott Slaughter. We thought we could maybe try to get him. I went after two scrambling quarterbacks to, at the very least, back up Matt Ransom. Neither of them wanted anything to do with MSU, though. We got 3 cornerbacks as well, starting off with Tim Hughes here. We tried to go after a punter to replace Pat Mills, but unfortunately, he did not want to come here. We got a tackle with Thompson, another cornerback there, and then another one with Chris Bonner. We tried going after this guard, unable to get him. We got an athlete, though, in Devin Greco, and another athlete in Gerard Doolin. Jared Greco is one fast dude. It said he ran a 4.16. He actually runs a 4.24. But, I mean, maybe one of these guys can replace Troy Anderson, because that's what he was, an athlete. And so if we can get someone to do something similar to that, that'd be great. We also got this defensive end in Chris Horgan. And then another cornerback there in Blake Allen for depth. Same with this running back, Cameron Franklin. And we might as well take a look at the Grizzlies recruiting class, as you know, they are our big rival. They got their number 1 recruit was a fullback. All right. They got a middle linebacker here, and then another quarterback. That's interesting because they got a quarterback last year. It's a 3-star, so maybe they're going with somebody else. I don't know. They got a cornerback, a linebacker there, a guard, another guard linebacker. They really went after a lot of linebackers. They got themselves an athlete there. And yeah, let's just quick look at the Grizzlies recruiting class. So now to find some positions for these 2 athletes. Let's see what they're good at. We're starting with Doolin. He's a 65 at running back, a 68 at wide receiver, 59 at defensive end, 56 at outside linebacker, 68 at corner. I don't know. Okay, so let's see what this guy does as well. He's a 48 at quarterback, so it could be a potential emergency there. Emergency quarterback. He's a 65 at defensive end. All right. 56. I don't know. Neither of them are that good at the safety position. 95 speed for Greco, though. I don't know, man. Let's see. He's 6'1". I don't think he'll do good on the defensive line, even though it says he'll be like a 65 or whatever. I mean, that's deadly coming off of the edge, though. That's also really good to have at running back. Although, let's see, how fast is our one new running back? 89 speed. He's only a 76. I hope that will improve. But, that's always nice to have a really fast running back, though. This guy is 88 speed. I think I'm going to move him to wide receiver at a 68. Yeah, I think he was a 68 somewhere else, too, was he? Yeah, cornerback. What's our cornerback situation? Cobb and Anderson are both 74, and then we got a 70, a 60. Our cornerback situation is okay, I guess. Let's see. What's his carrying? He has 90 Excel. His carry is only a 62. You know what? For now, we're going to put Greco, even though we have a ton of running backs already, I think we're going to put him at running back. And then Doolin, take a look at our receiving core. It's okay. Munoz is our best guy. Yeah, we're going to put him at wide receiver, I think. There we go. Okay, so Greco does not have any throw power, but he does have 76 throw accuracy. So I guess if you want to try some trick plays, we could. You just can't throw it very far downfield, and you can't put very much zip on it, I don't think. All right, looking at some training results. Wow, our fullback, Chris Pierre, went up 6 overall points. He got, I don't know what that breakthrough means in the top corner. Did he just do really good? I don't know. And then our kicker also got 6 overall points higher. Something happened to his kick accuracy and whatnot. I don't. Oh, he got +2 and +1 in those. Not bad. And then also our guard went up 6 overall points. Not bad. Mike Anderson went up 4 points, as did Seth Cobb and JoJo Henderson. Arthur O'Connor's up to a 72. Eric Dotson's up to a 72. That's nice to see. Porter went up 4 overall points. Brown went up 3. Gibson went up 3 there, another fullback. Scott went up 3. Looks like that's probably just about. Oh, let's see. Pat Alford is up to 76. Deshaun Ralph at a 76 as well. Matt Ransom's up to a 72 overall. I wonder what he got better at. His awareness is higher. His throw power or anything. His accuracy went up 2 points. That is not bad at all. Jake Munoz up to a 72 overall as well. Kevin Jones is up to a 70. That is nice to see. And then we got guys who didn't do anything. Okay, so looking at our schedule for the 2008 season, we are going to kick off hosting Louisiana Tech, the team that the Bobcats beat back in '84 for, I believe, their most recent championship. At least I think they have 3 championships. That was their most recent one. It was a hot second ago, but might as well have a fun little rematch there. Then we're going to be traveling to Boston College, of course, the team we just took on in our bowl game. Might as well try to get a rematch going there. Then we're going to be hosting Houston, and then finishing our out-of-conference play at Cal. And then the schedule, you already know the rest of the schedule. It's the same schedule every year that the game gives us for in-conference, in the same order and everything. It just, the only thing that changes is whether you're home or away. And yeah, that's how our schedule goes this season. Alright, so we got a lot of running backs on our roster right now. Deshaun Ralph is actually one of our 2 current impact players. And because of that, he's the same overall as our new running back. And so I'm going to redshirt Brandon Ontario for his freshman year. And try to give Deshaun Ralph as many opportunities really as he can. As well as Brian Brown and Devin Greco. We're going to also, I think, redshirt Chris Bonner as well, trying to get the future of cornerbacks here. Seth Cobb is a junior, as is Gerard Anderson. Seth Cobb is our other impact player going into this season. Hopefully he can make, well, an impact. Once again, just one player from Montana in the in-season recruiting, Nick Brown, a defensive tackle. We might as well target him. Well, I do think that is going to be a wrap for this video. Some successful recruiting and whatnot, I would say. I'm excited to see what this team is going to look like now without a lot of our superstars that we've had throughout this series. Well, thank you all very much for watching. And yeah, this has been Jeffrey reminding you to stay moist.